All right, what's up, everyone? This is episode 13 of No Procrastination. I'm Brian.
I'm Daniel.
I'm about to get into MF Doom's discography.
The whole discography. Got my boy right here. The whole ass
Little metal face over here.
Yeah,
You know what's all funny? I always thought MF meant motherfucking.
Bro, me too. I was like, oh, is this motherfucking dude?
It was hella funny. And then I realized it was metal face. I was like, damn, all right.
You got metal face.
He for sure did this on purpose.
All right, for the sake of saving a lot of time, we're just gonna do his solo albums, which is because we didn't want to get into other people's stuff, because we know he has a lot of collabs.
Yeah,
but,
all his collabs.
Yeah, solo albums only. So what is it, like 6 albums? I think.
Yeah, he has 6 total.
Yeah, so we'll start off with.
We'll start off with his debut, Operation Doomsday.
Initial thoughts.
Some backstory on it was apparently before he dropped it, his brother died, and his record label dropped him that same week.
Ouch.
And so then I guess 3 days later he made Operation Doomsday. Because he was an artist before, but he was just more underground. He went by his first name.
It was Daniel, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Daniel.
so his name is Daniel Doomil, and I see why the Doom part. Like I never got that. Doomil. Like Doom.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, right.
I thought it was just because he liked Doom.
Even though it's spelled like Dumile, but Doom.
Doomville.
Like, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Born in England, he's a bruv, like we already said, from Long Island, New York. You've been doing this for a minute, bro. Like,
Yeah, boom bap shit.
yeah, boom bap shit. Boom bap shit.
What's that?
Anyway, I
What
hit it with my phone.
Are they trying to do the boom bap?
No.
Boom. Like,
All right, what are your initial thoughts of the album?
I thought it was really good.
When did you first hear it? Operation Doomsday.
When you told me about Doom.
When I told you,
Yeah, the first time you told me about Doom, I was like, all right.
This was the first one I heard too.
Since you're gonna be on my head about it, you go listen to Doom.
It's fire, bro.
Dope, bro.
Fire.
I really liked it. It was really different. He had like elastic flows. Like his lyrics were like word puzzling
Yeah.
in a way, and the production was. I liked the production.
Yeah, it wasn't.
His own production was really good. It was like
just like when I first heard it, it was like this is I've never heard anything like this before.
it was like very eclectic. It was like it was cool.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah, like that. Like it caught my attention so much because I was like I've never heard this.
What songs did you really like from it?
I really like Doomsday, Rhymes Like Dimes, Red and Gold, and Dead Bent were like my favorite for sure.
I like Rhymes and Dimes and Gas Draws. I like Gas Draws just because of his consciousness on it. And how you related his music to the effect of his music. You related it to I think inhaling gas, which is hella weird.
Damn.
When like,
Just noticed that shit.
what'd you say?
Just noticed that the gas rolls like gas like.
Yeah, Gas Draws. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was I think what did I say about it? He was talking about just like how inhaling gas gives you like a slow, slurred speech, and it's like potent after you die. And then he says, then he just says like, once you go to hell, like your head's still gonna be spinning once you see me.
Whoa.
Some wordplay.
Weird
It was dope.
Weird
But
shit, bro.
yeah, I mean, I really liked it. I would suggest it. It'd be one of the Doom albums I really suggest to people to listen to.
Yeah, right. Like if they were to be like, which one do you think I should listen to first?
Because it's not that weird. It's not that
Yeah. The skits weren't too much. Like the skits were kind of not as much as he got into later on his other albums. He kind of kept them to a minimum, and they were short too. They weren't like too long. I think he had a couple of instrumental beats on it too. I don't remember. I think 1 or 2 tracks was just you know how he'd be throwing in like just instrumental.
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah,
it was really like shit. It wasn't that long either.
No. It's perfect length. Yeah.
Do you give it a rating?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it a good 9. Give it a good 9 or 10.
Most of his
I might
albums
give it a
for me-
10.
Most of his albums for me is pretty high up there, bro.
I might give it a 10.
Yeah.
I might give up.
Yeah, debatable for 10 out of 10.
I'd give it a 10.
Yeah. And it was released in 2003?
No, it was in 90.
1999. That's 1991.
I was gonna say, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he was in 90s.
Yeah.
What about on to his next one? Take Me to Your Leader.
Leader, released in 2003.
I actually never listened to this one before this week.
Really? Oh.
No.
I remember sifting through his whole discography back in the day, but like again, like I just started.
I thought the cover was dope.
I love all his
The cover was dope. It was like a 3-headed like Godzilla.
Yeah. All his cover arts is dope. I like his little
So like the cover was
hand drawn
dope.
almost. Yeah. I wonder if he does this himself too, honestly. Because this fool's
probably does.
This fool's like a legit artist. Like
I
he
don't see
does
why he
his
wouldn't.
own everything. Like he does.
Does he have? Does he? Yeah, I know he has a label, but
he has his own label. Yeah.
See, are people signed to him? Or is it just his stuff?
There could be, but probably not people that we know of. Maybe the people featured on maybe those are his artists. I don't know.
What else? What did you like from Take Me to Your Leader? I didn't think it was all that.
Well, all of his albums, there's no different sound. There's like they all pretty much sound the same, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking to him to give me some stuff that I never heard before. Like I know what I go to listen to when I listen to MF.
Yeah.
So he just gave me exactly what I expected. Just same thing as Operation Doomsday, like some cool beats, like just rapping his ass off, and he gave me no out of this world shit. But it was solid, like yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty down there. I thought his bars were alright. His production was cool.
Yeah, his production's always the same, so you kind of just.
I think this was the album. He wasn't really on it. There's a lot of features on this one, and like lyrics were being talked about from other people. Yeah. So I think that's why he wasn't really on this one on this album.
Did he even drop it under his name, MF Doom?
Nah, he dropped it under Victor. I think.
Victor Vaughn. Yeah. So weird, bro. He has so many different.
I'll never understand. I don't understand.
Do you know why? Because I don't.
He
has Victor Vaughn. He has King Ghidorah or something.
Yeah, King Ghidorah.
Then he has MF Doom. And then he has like a bunch of others. It's just like, what are you doing? It's cool though. Like I like it.
Just keep it different.
I don't know why I like it, but it's cool. He just does whatever the fuck he wants.
I think some standout tracks to me on this one was Monster Zero and Take Me to Your Leader. Those are the main two ones. Yeah.
I have Phasers, Crazy World, Antimatter, One Smart Hitter. I wish it wasn't a skit though, because that one was a skit and it had a really cool beat to it, and I was like, damn, I really want this motherfucker to rap on it, but he didn't. That's why bro, he be throwing some skits on there where they be having some good ass beats, and I'm like, dude, just rap on this, please. And he doesn't do it.
Does he still make music?
He did an interview like 2 days ago, and he said him and Madlib have like hella unreleased stuff. So I'm sure he has.
So he's still around.
I don't know if he's still doing it though.
Yeah.
So.
Let's go into number.
Probably in that same article, he said that he's never raps like he does it for money only.
Now?
Yeah. No, he said he's always done it for money. How do you feel about that? Yeah. Does that change anything for you or not?
No.
Yeah. I just thought it was kind of weird, like hearing him say that. But I understand it, I guess.
Was it weird?
It's just weird.
I don't think it's that weird.
I don't think why do you have to come out and say that? He said
they might have asked him.
He said we listen to music, but I do that shit just to get money. I write rhymes and it's shit to get money. Other than that, he doesn't listen to hip hop music. He just listens to jazz music and instrumentals and shit like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not gonna flaw him for it.
Yeah, I'm not. Because what's even more amazing to me is this fool doesn't listen to hip hop and he's still that good. Like what? Like this fool just a.
Well, he's just really good at rhyming.
Yeah, like a lyricist. I'm saying like he's just still. Like yeah, he even said it. He's like I just do kind of just for the rhymes. Like I don't. He doesn't even like the hip hop genre, which is cool. Because you can tell in his music, his sound never changes because he doesn't listen to anything like that. So.
What would you rate it? Take Me to Your Leader.
I think I gave it like a cool 8 out of
10. 8? Yeah, I'd give it a good like 7, 8.
Yeah.
Only because I don't really know what kind of project this was.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell from what he put out himself and what he did. I'd give him a good 8.
Yeah, I'll give him a good.
But
he's solid, bro. Yeah, he ain't bad.
All right, on his third one, Vaudeville.
Oh, that's yeah.
Vaudeville villain. Is that how you say
also in 2003, this fool was dropping stuff left and right in like the same year. Like
this was his first one as Victor.
As Victor, yeah. Well, the last one was as what you said? Take Me to Your
King Ghidorah.
That was King Ghidorah, yeah. So Victor, I guess we'll call him.
Victor Vaughn.
Victor Vaughn.
Victor Vaughn.
I think all his stuff is like characters from. Even MF Doom is Metal Face is from what's that comic book?
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, yeah. All this stuff is based around. It's really weird, but.
So what do you think about Victor? So is there different from what King Ghidorah gives you and what MF Doom gives you and what Victor does?
That's why I don't understand the name change.
I think there is though, because King Ghidorah. Does he have another album that he puts out as King Ghidorah?
I think there was one more, but it wasn't. I don't think it was in his solo album. I think he did it as a collab with somebody else.
Because I was gonna say, I feel like Take Me to Your Leader was King Ghidorah, and that's when he was King Ghidorah, and he wasn't really on it like that much. And then as Victor, Victor to me is kind of just a younger character that lives in Doom's rule as Doom. So Doom's the ruler.
Doom's the ruler, yeah.
And then Victor is just a character that lives in the world. That lives in the world.
In the world of MF.
MF. And then King Ghidorah, I feel like, is just someone.
King Ghidorah, I don't understand.
I feel like King Ghidorah is just someone completely different. Not someone. I mean, like to him, it has nothing to do with like. It has
nothing to do with his other.
Yeah, with his other ones.
Yeah, it was a good take on it. Yeah, I like that. I like this one better.
I like Victor because Victor's style is always like confrontational, and he's like really direct. Yeah. He's really in your face about it, and he wants to make you feel like shit.
Yeah,
like, exactly. He wants to make you feel hella whack. And his flows are still hella restless and stuff. Yeah, like
he doesn't take pauses at all. Just like that.
On this one, I give him a cool 9.
I gave him an 8.
Really good 9.
I gave him an 8. I really like Vaudeville Villain, the drop in the Untitled or Change the Beat song.
Modern Day Mugging was my favorite on this one because of his like post-apocalyptic sci-fi.
Yeah, he's got some really like if you actually listen to what he's saying, like he's got some really
like cool... Doom storytelling.
Yeah,
he's storytelling you.
But the Change the Beat song, like the first minute is him like rapping, I think, but the last like 4 minutes is like rainforest. Did you hear that one?
I think I know you're talking about.
And it was just like, I was like, what are you doing, fool? I was like, he literally just put on the rainforest like for 4 minutes. I was like, what the f am I listening to? I liked it though because I like noises like that, but I was just like really.
I really like the lactose and lecithin.
Yeah.
Of his like crime story to Ghost. So that was really cool.
It's cool, bro.
Let's go on a Venomous Villain.
That also under Victor?
Yeah. That one sucked.
I like that. Just kind of
that one sucked.
Sucked? You didn't like it?
I didn't like it at all.
At all?
Not at all. I mean, there was like 3 songs I really liked, but I don't know. I feel like it wasn't needed because I really liked Vaudeville. I didn't need Venomous.
Do you think Venomous was kind of like a sequel to Vaudeville?
Maybe. It might have been.
Because it's almost the same name.
It is. It's still Victor.
Yeah, it's still Victor, so.
I don't know. The production was hella bland to me.
I feel like it was just like a part 2.
The production wasn't all that.
Yeah.
Venomous Villain's even harder. It's a hard album to find. It's not on streaming or anything, and it's also like I really had to look on YouTube for it. So I don't know if he did that on purpose. Probably better that he did.
Stop. You know that much?
Bro, I hate it.
Yeah, like trash though?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't going back to it.
This is the one song that Pop Quiz was the one that was a hard ass beat, bro.
I like Dope Skill and Dope Skiller and Back End.
Alright, but how many like tracks out of the whole 12 did you like at least?
Probably half the song, maybe a little more.
4 out of 12 were skits, and that really that pissed me off, bro.
Damn.
Because like you said, like I only like
you really hate skits like that,
bro. It's just but him though he just does it too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On every album he'll have like 5 skits or something. It's like, come on, dude. But again, we trying to.
Sometimes they're not even that good.
They're not.
Sometimes they're not even all that.
Yeah, I'll get into the ones later, but these like first couple ones were like really. They're like pointless almost. I gave him an 8 out of 10 on that one. Almost a 7.5 I went to. Because like you said, yeah.
All right. His 5th album.
This is my favorite. This one was my favorite.
Really?
Yeah. Besides, Operation Doomsday was like my first one. For that reason, I hold it really close. But Food was, I think that was my second album that I heard from him. Like doing my history on him, that was my second. I loved it, bro.
I think I really liked his intro to it. He says it's about the beats, not about the streets of food. He about to eat.
Damn. Dropping bars.
I was like, damn, all right.
Getting deep on us and shit.
But this is him as Doom.
As Doom.
He's back as Doom.
He's back as Doom. So and it sounds like Operation Doomsday too. I like it too. So
he hasn't dropped the ball as Doom.
Deep fried Frenz, bro. Sapphire. What you call? Goddamn, I fucking love that song. Like when I first heard it too, I was like, this is crazy.
On this one, he just sounds more like relaxed and like in control of like the instruments.
I think everything about this one sounded more like I don't want to say mature him, but like more like he.
This was a better Operation Doomsday.
He knew what he was doing more like production wise. Like he had all his stuff was kind of more on beat, like par with it. Like everything about this one was way better. The skits even too. I enjoy the skits on this one like a lot. He's talking about eating food. And he's like, oh, it's from eating all this shit. And, like the gumbo skit. I like all this.
The whole thing was about food.
Yeah, it really was though. Yeah. Beef wrap, hoe cakes.
This was the one album that he like really stays on his cadences.
Perfect.
Like he was like perfectly on flows. Yeah. Like he was changing up his flows all the time.
Yeah, this was his, like he was perfect like on everything.
I think he just had hella fun on this one.
Yeah, right. It seemed like he enjoyed himself. Like he wasn't talking about nothing too serious. I don't think he was just talking about food, real talk. Yeah.
I think this is another one I give a good 10 out of 10.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
My favorite songs from it were Rap Snitches, Poop Putt Platter, and Vomit Spit.
Yeah. I don't like that because he did those 4 skits in a row from Poop Putt Platter to Fig by Carbonate Leaf, and it was just 4 skits in a row, and I was just like, ugh. Yeah, like I do like them, but it's like don't like try to space them out a little bit. Cause I had to listen to like track 6 and then have to go through 4 skits to get to the next thing. But I like the skits, love the skits though. My favorite song was Deep Fried Frenz and Con Queso. Con Queso was like super fast paced. That was like his first fast paced song that I heard him rap over, and it was like,
I think there's one song on here where he goes like his timing is like 1, 2, and then goes all the way up to 16. I'm like, damn. Yeah, he just doesn't take breaks.
Yeah, he really doesn't, bro.
He's just orthodox.
Straight up, like going like.
His last album, Born Like This.
I think this is my 3rd album listening to him back in the day. I didn't really like it at first. I felt like the aesthetic was completely different because it was coming off from listening to Food, and like his cover art is even different too. It's just like really plain, you know. Something about it just made me feel a little iffy about it. But as I listened to it over time, like I enjoyed it.
The cover art made me think like he was hanging it up, like he was done with Doom.
Is that what you got from it?
From the cover, at least.
I don't know what the green slab was.
You know? Yeah, but I just saw like his mask, like thing, the mask, and I was like, damn, is he giving it up? Like, and then he just sounds a lot more bitter on this one. Bitter, cold. Yeah, a little more serious.
You know how we were saying like it sounded like he was having fun on Food. On this one, it sounded like almost the complete opposite. Like
yeah, but it didn't sound like he was sad or like dark. But he just sounded a lot more serious.
Yeah.
And he was like very cohesive. The only other producer I think on it was Jake One. His features were dope. I really liked his cameo with Raekwon.
Yeah, I like that one too.
That was dope. This was. I have a lot of standouts from this one.
I have a lot of standouts.
I have like Absolutely, That's That, Ballskin, and Baddie Boys and Angels.
I have Gazillion Year, Ballskin, Rap Ambush. That was my favorite track. Baddie Boys, Angels. He has Tony Stark's on there. You notice that? So I think that's one of his. I think these people are some of his artists.
Yeah.
Because Tony Stark's is from.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah, so I think all his artists have like a weird name, like having to do with some comic book or whatever. And then Microwave Mayo and That was also my favorite track. It was a long album too, I think.
That's why. Did you think he was gonna make another one?
Another album
after this one? Yeah.
No.
Because this one came out when
2009.
Yeah.
Was this his last solo? Yeah. So
this was the last one.
I don't know. When I listened to it, I was just kind of like, this doesn't really sound like Operation Doomsday. And it doesn't sound like Food. And it did kind of feel like he was being more serious about it. I don't know. Something about it just gave me a weird vibe, bro, from him that I wasn't used to because I was used to more Food and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you want another one? Another
one? Hell yeah. I could do with hell yeah, bro. I could do with
another solo album.
Yeah, bro. But give me some stuff like Operation Doomsday and that. Don't give me.
I feel like he's too old.
No, he can still do it though. I feel like he'll do it just for the.
I don't know.
For the culture one time, bro. Come on.
I don't think so. I don't think he could do one more. And I think that's why he did Born Like This.
You think that was just like his one to wrap up?
Yeah, I think he was. That's why I think he was done. Like he was just like, all right, there you go. And then that's why he just started collabing with a bunch of younger people.
He did.
Yeah, like all these other like Masks people or like people maybe that are signed to him or even like Madlib.
I like his collaborations with Madlib.
I like all his collaborations. All his collaborations are hard.
Yeah.
Born Like This, I think he ended on a kind of good note. I give it like an 8.
It wasn't a trash note. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, give it a good 8.
Yeah, give it a good 8. Yeah, 8.5 or 9 almost.
So what was your worst? How would you put them all together? Or actually, no. How many classics does he have?
Okay, the classic I was going to tell you about, I think for me is Food. That's my classic. I think you could put that in the history.
I think he has 2.
think he got two. I think he got two.
I think Operation
I
Doomsday.
think Operation Doomsday, yeah.
And Food.
Yeah, Operation Doomsday and Food. That's what I'm telling you. Those were definitely my favorite. Because as MF Doom, that's him. The other Victor Vaughn, King Ghidorah, like, okay.
I think Vaudeville Villain would be the only one that can maybe be close, but not really.
Yeah, I think it's up there. I think he has, it could be. But for sure, the ones that I can see right away, Operation Doomsday and Food.
What was your worst? Which one, or how did you put them all in order?
Damn, all in order?
Because for me, I go Food.
Is this from best to...
Yeah, best to worst.
Best to worst.
So I go Food, Vaudeville Villain, and then I go Operation Doomsday. That's only because I like Phyllis and Vaudeville more than Operation Doomsday.
Oh, okay.
So Operation Doomsday is at 3. At 4, I got Born Like This, and then 5 is Taking to Your Leader, and then 6 is Venomous Villain.
Yeah. Okay, let me try to... Okay, 1, I have Food. 2, I got Operation Doomsday. 3, I got Vaudeville. 4, I got Take Me to Your Leader. 5, I got Born Like This. Damn, I kind of want to put Born Like This higher, though.
Yeah, I was about to say what?
I'll put Born Like This before Vaudeville, then. So I think that was at 3. Yeah, and then Vaudeville at 4. 5, I have Venomous, and then 6, I got Take Me to Your Leader. For sure.
Take Him to Your Leader.
Yeah.
What do you have at 5?
Venomous, I think.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, I like Venomous, though.
Venomous.
I like Venomous.
Venomous was trash.
It wasn't like trash, or like, I liked
It's
it.
trash.
No,
It's trash. There's a song on there with Diplo that I really liked. It was a back end, yeah.
What?
He had Diplo production on there.
For real?
Yeah. It was like the only song I didn't think the production was bland. Diplo does hip hop.
Diplo is everything. I was reading something, but I don't know if it's true, but it was saying like his son died or something. Like
Nah, no way. I don't think so, maybe. I don't keep up with Diplo like that.
No, not him.
Oh, him?
Doom, yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Like he was born in
like was that a couple years ago or recently?
Yeah.
I think I heard about that.
We'll just check and confirm.
I think I saw it on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he died at age 14, bro.
Damn. I don't know. Doom's always made me I always wonder about Doom.
He just has a really mysterious.
He's like and he never got that big. Or no, he's big.
Why do you think no
he's
he
just
hasn't
underground.
He hasn't really got that big. Let's be honest. Like
yeah,
underground, he's an underground. He could be an underground legend.
Underground culture.
For sure. Yeah. That's fine, but like big mainstream, that doesn't matter though. I mean, he's big in some fan base. He has a fan base. But why do you think it is that?
I think it's. What do you mean?
Why do you think it is? He never made it like.
Because he doesn't have a single. Can't make a hit.
Yeah.
He's a lyricist. He's a lyricist.
Yeah.
He's not really.
I think he's too unorthodox to.
He's not really even an artist.
No, he's not.
He's just a lyricist. He's a good writer.
Yeah.
What would you grade him as a whole, as an artist?
Out of like 100 or something? Or like what?
Kind of how we did Drake. And kind of give him a grade overall.
As an
artist. It would even probably be like the Twitter thing where they would even like put an artist on like a card and then put like.
Well, as an artist, I would grade him as like a 9 out of 10. Because he did all his own stuff. He produced, he rapped. Seems like he wrote his own lyrics. He did whatever the fuck he wanted, his own sound, and he made people like it. So as an artist, I'll give him a 9 out of 10.
I think I'm right there.
Yeah, he did whatever he wanted.
Because the only bad ones that I had a problem with was Venomous Villain and Take Me to Your Leader.
Now.
And the rest I have above 80. And then he has 2 10 out of 10.
Music wise, like his discography, I would give it like a 90 or 85.
I might give him an 80.
There's a difference between artists and then his music. Cause like artists, yeah, he does his own stuff, blah blah blah.
Just his music, I'll give him a 90.
Yeah,
because he has bars.
Yeah, he's got bars.
Yeah, he has bars. I think as an overall artist, I'd give him like 85, 90.
I think I have to bump down his artist because although he does do his own stuff, like I said, a lot of his stuff sounds kind of like chopped and screwed almost. Like like I don't know if he might mix his own stuff too, and it doesn't really always sound clear. Like you said, the mic is always a little just sounds a little off. So for that, I'll bump it down to like an 80 or 75 as an artist.
Yeah.
But music wise, I'll give him a 90 because he did his thing.
Does Doom have any influence?
I know Earl Sweatshirt has always said, MF Doom is like one of my favorites, and you can kind of tell in his
you can
the way
tell.
he just flows and just goes on. Like you can see the influence there.
Yeah.
For Tyler, I guess you could too. Not really.
Just that darker of the voice.
Yeah.
I think Doom. I think Doom's influence. I think he just vocal wise, how you can use your voice differently.
Yeah, like
you don't have to use it to just.
You don't have to be
things.
energetic. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You can just go low.
Be really dark and like stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see the influence in Earl Sweatshirt though for sure. But I don't know. I don't know anybody else.
Yeah, I can't really think of anyone else. Production wise. Oh, I mean Joey.
Joey. I was about to say Joey.
I know he's influenced New York.
Yeah.
He's influenced New York.
Yeah. I know Joey loves MF Doom. Yeah.
Worldwide though, I don't think he's that big influence. I don't know about grime. I doubt it. I don't know if he's done anything in that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably influenced like a lot of East Coast people. We just don't know about them. Like the ones that we do know, Joey, Earl Sweatshirt, Tyler.
I know there's a couple older heads like Common, cause he worked with Dilla. He worked with Dilla at one point. Yeah, so like Dilla.
Do you think like the upper, like Jay-Z type people like know about him and like?
I think you do. I think Jay-Z knows about him.
I mean, probably obviously knows about him, but do you think he like actually like gives him like respect, like not publicly but like privately? Do you think he's actually like, oh, this was nice? I don't know. I want to see somebody like that's up there come out. I
don't know anyone that's acknowledged him that's big at least. Yeah,
I want to see somebody come out and be like, oh,
I think the biggest person I know acknowledged him is like Tyler, Joey.
Yeah, they've been the only ones that've been like advocates like we out here.
But he has a big underground scene.
Huge underground scene.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. I think he's a big artist, and that's why I think I would give him a 90.
As an artist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because he was able to, he does have some influence. He does have a good discography, and he has a following. That's just underground, though.
His crazy. I love his following. His following's amazing.
Anyone into underground rap or hip hop knows Doom.
Yeah, for sure.
And knows how good Doom was.
What he sounds like to me is, you know how they be saying, and I don't mean this like in disrespectful. You know how they be saying like battle rappers. You can rap, but you don't know how to rap like on a beat kind of.
Yeah,
you know that's kind of what I think his sound is like. But I'm not dissing it. Like I like the way he sounds on the beat, because it just doesn't sound like he's trying to match everything in line. He's kind of just going one way here, one way there. Like, and I like that about it. I like that. That's his sound, like for sure. He made his own sound, bro.
Yeah. You got anything else we would do? So I'm gonna leave it at a B plus A. That's what I'm gonna give Doom
for his whole discography.
Not just him as an artist.
Just him as an artist.
Yeah. Okay. The discography, I'm gonna give it a good 90.
Yeah, me too.
Because he only has like one bad one to me.
The GOAT. The GOAT.
Is he able to be in GOAT Talk? Or just lyricist? I think he can only be GOAT and
underground. He already is a GOAT. Let's establish that he's a GOAT underground for sure. So you're saying if he's a GOAT in what perspective?
And all
like just music, like rap, hip hop.
Lyricist.
I'll just do lyricist. GOAT for sure.
Number one.
Oh damn! I don't know about that, but
that's a GOAT.
Well, there's a lot. It could be like 10
Is
GOATs.
He top 5?
Yeah, there could be like with top 5 GOATs.
For lyrics only, he might make my top 5.
I had to think about it, but I think confidently I could throw him in my top 10 GOATs lyricists for sure. But to be top 5, I'll have to think about it.
Yeah. All right.
Fire, bro. GOAT Talk.
Hey, we're good.
Buddy, yeah.
We're good till next week.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Deuces, y'all.
See you, everybody. Deuces.
Before we go any further, as you call them, they call you when they need something. Trees for the blunt, to G's for the front.